So I will be talking today about the two companies that we chose, LIM College and American Student Assistance. So LIM College's slogan is "Where Business Meets Fashion," and their mission is to educate and prepare students in the business of fashion, merchandising, visual merchandising, marketing, management through an integrated experiential and creative approach utilizing the classroom, internships, and fashion industry at large. They currently have a 90% employment rate for their graduating seniors, and their target market is a student interested in fashion and business. They also have slogans from their 2014 campaign right here, which include from boardrooms to showrooms and everywhere in between, and also a mind for business and an eye for fashion. And their strategic plan, which was implemented in 2012 and will run until 2017, lists out their community involvement, which is a strategic planning committee, and it's a 5-year time frame, and their goals include advancing technology, learning styles, enrollment diversification, college affordability, and expanding education. And they also have a section on environmental scan and planning context, which they state that LIM College is working to make it more affordable, while also having modest tuition increases because of other colleges. So, American Student Assistance mission statement is dedicated to opening the gateway to opportunity by revolutionizing the way students approach finance and repay their higher education. And so the definition of the company, unlike LIM, they don't have a slogan or anything, but their definition is an online platform to provide neutral advice, practical information, and interactive lessons which help students gain money knowledge for college and beyond, keeping them on the path to success. And their target market is basically any student looking to learn more about responsibly funding school. So, the main challenge that both LIM and American Student Assistance face is making sure that both the companies are seen in the best light possible, because sometimes when two companies decide to meet and connect, one company outshines the other, and that's just not what we're looking to do. And also the location. LIM is located in New York City, and American Student Assistance is located in Boston. Although it doesn't seem too far, it's a little bit of a farther stretch when it comes to business purposes. And the benefits. So here you can see that there's like a frustrated student, and that will happen no more, because in LIM, Student Financial Services has a very big workload, and it's difficult for them to find time for everything, including helping students fund their school responsibly. And so with American Student Assistance, where students can just go online and find all about their different loan repayment options and everything like that, and talk to a counselor right then and there will be less frustrated students coming to Student Financial Services screaming at them, why can't I figure out this, why can't I figure out that? Also, there's more exposure for both the companies, because I know, coming from New England, I didn't have like a big exposure to LIM, and the only reason why I learned about LIM was because I Googled it and typed in best fashion merchandising school, and LIM came up. But if you don't Google that, or you don't know, then you're not gonna learn about LIM. So American Student Assistance, being from New England, can bring in LIM to New England, and LIM can bring in American Student Assistance to New York. Okay, the problem.
The problems with student loans is when students hear that they don't have to pay back their loans right away, they get all excited. They can just worry about it later, but what they don't realize is once they graduate, it's going to start to accrue interest. Federal loans are a really great way of growing your credit if you do make your payments on time. But if you don't, they will lower your credit score and you'll have trouble getting loans in the future, buying a house, buying a car, and stuff like that. And then there are different kind of loan programs. The first is the William D. Ford Direct Loan. Then there's a Direct Unsubsidized Loan. There's a Direct Plus Loan. And there's Direct Consolidated Loans. So some tips for borrowing responsibly. You can create an in-school budget. You can understand the type of loan that you have and when the interest will start accruing and if you have to pay it back during school or anything like that. And then you need to estimate how much you need because you don't want to overborrow and then have to pay back interest on money that you really didn't need. That was like not just cushion money, but like spending money, like money you were going out and using, rather than using them on like your Metro card or your food. And then you can track your borrowing. So every year you might not need the same amount of money because it all depends on how many credits you're taking, if you're dorming, or if you're going to get an apartment, your costs are going to be different. And so how to budget. You can make 2 lists. You can calculate your income and total expenses, and you can compare your total expenses. The first list you make should include all your sources of income, and the second list should list all your college costs. If the income and savings are less than the total cost, check your list and eliminate any unnecessary costs. And here is a picture of the sample of a loan tracking chart you can make. It's nothing crazy, it's very simple and doable for any college student.
The purpose of this project is to create awareness for student loans, and LIM is going to team up with American Student Assistance. They're going to do an event in 2 parts. The first one will be a walk, which will start from the LIM building on 5th Avenue and go to their townhouse located on 53rd Street. The walk will be on the sidewalk, so you don't have to do any permits. There will be 25 to 30 students who will be carrying backpacks filled with fake money. These bags are estimated to be $5 each. On the outside, there will be a sign saying how much they have. They write this number in Sharpie about their student loans. The logo will say, how much do you owe in student loan debt? Other students who won't be carrying backpacks are wearing t-shirts with the same logo. These t-shirts are estimated to be around $15 each. After the walk, all the students will go down to the townhouse, and there will be an event inside and outside of the townhouse. The event inside will be different speakers talking about different topics about student loan debt and how it helps students. On the outside of the townhouse, there will be different tents set up for eating and people talking. There will be SALT representatives there, and then the LIM College Student Life Center and Student Financial Services are putting this into their yearly budget. And then we have to have a permit, which is $25, which is non-refundable. And then to shut down the road, there is another permit, which is to be determined, but it ranges from $400 to $500 each. And then also for the tents that the students will be sitting under are $100 each, and that will be a total of $400 to $500. Then we'll have picnic tables to make our costs go down between tables and chairs. They'd be $35 each, and there'd be $455, and it's going to be 13 of them each. And then there'll be tablecloths on the tables, which will be in the LIM colors. They are $10 a piece, and there would be $130 in total to cover the 13 tables. There will also be custom balloons that will have the LIM logo and the American Student Assistance logo to promote the event. A pack of 100 balloons is $54. All the rentals will be from Party Line Rentals. There will also be student workers, which are orientation leaders that will help out with the event and make sure it runs smoothly. With the food, we will have Blake and Todd's, since they are very close to the 53rd location. We will be getting a package that includes an assortment of sandwiches and a choice of a side and a drink. This will cost around $11.95 per person that's coming to the event. We estimate 80 to 100 people, which will be around $850 to $950 to cater for that. Blake & Hogs will also provide cutlery and cups, but that price is to be determined. The total cost that is estimated is around $15,000 for the total event.
So in conclusion, LIM College already works with saltmoney.org to make sure that their students have some sort of literacy when it comes to collecting loans and repaying all of their loans and everything like that. However, they're just not doing enough. With the American Student Assistance Program and saltmoney.org, which is part of the American Student Assistance Program, LIM College can increase each student's literacy when it comes to their student loans, and also it needs to be done. Student loans are not going away. Most people out there will never be able to afford college without taking out some sort of student loans, and LIM needs to do more, seeing as it is a more expensive school because it is a private for-profit school. So whatever LIM can do and works towards will make them look better, and American Student Assistance is the partnership that they need to go for. Thank you.